Hello, we are live. If you're catching the replay, hello, and I'm so glad that you were able to be here. Hey guys, hello. I did better on time today, didn't I? It's 2, yeah, 2:01. So yeah, I did better today. Hi, Black's Tropical Homestead. Hello, how are you? Um, hope that you all can see and hear me okay. Let me know that you can see and hear me fine. We are here for you, Soil Sisters, straight out the garden. All right. All right. Glad about it. Thank you. Solar Family Travels. Hello. Dan Permaculture Food Forest. Hello, my brother. How you doing? Welcome. What's up, G Tribe? How you doing, AJ and Andale? How are you? GT Junior Grows at Alaska. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Okay, great. Great, great, great. Yes, I am here. I am here. All right, good audio video. Thank you, AJ. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much. Let everybody know what grow zone you are in, where you're tuning in from, if you don't mind telling people your grow zone and maybe your state. It doesn't have to be your city, it doesn't have to be your exact location, but just let everybody know where you are because who knows, somebody might be in your grow zone that may need some tips from you today. Let me get myself logged in. GT Junior. I don't know how many gonna be in here from Alaska. I think you got the monopoly on that, brother. I think you might have the monopoly on that one. Hello, soil brothers and soil sisters. All is well here. Glad to see you, beautiful soil sister. Great to see you. Thank you so much. Hi, Veggie Farm. How you doing? Welcome in. So glad to see you. Listening in. Thank you. GT Junior is in 4A, Alaska. Where the rest of you at? I know there's a little delay here, but AJ is in Maryland. AJ's Green Thumb LLC is in Maryland, Zone 7A. And Dale is in North Carolina, Zone 8A. Black's Tropical is in beautiful Savannah, Georgia, Zone 8B. Oh, I didn't realize Savannah was 8B. Hello to my beautiful Auntie Ellen. How are you? How are you? So wonderful to have you in the chat today. Oh, there go my home girl. Hey, Tina. Pit Stop Kitchen and Garden. How are you doing today? Welcome. So glad to have you. I know it's a little early for you over there, but thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Hey, G Mama. How you doing, G Mama Grows? Welcome. I said hey to Solar Family from the middle of nowhere, 9A. I love it. I love the middle of nowhere. And you have the internet on top of that. I don't like that middle of nowhere where me and Eco were riding a couple of days back and there was no internet, nowhere to be found for like 30 miles. So yeah, that ain't what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that kind of nowhere where you are, where you still have internet. Hey JG, how you doing? Welcome. So glad to have you. So glad to have you. Edward Smart, hello, hi, and welcome. So glad to have you. Thank you for being here. And Auntie Ellen is in Zone 6B, Connecticut. So glad you're here. There's my friend Courtney Jackson. Hey, Courtney, how you doing? Welcome. What grow zone you in? The Fun Reading Club Vids. How you doing down there in zone 10, I think. So glad to have you. Yeah, saying hey to Miss Ellen. Oh, there, look, there she is. Look, Tracy Jones. Look, Tracy Jones. Okay. I need you to email me, okay? I need your address. I need your address. You G Tribe now, so I need your address, and I also need if you are on you not YouTube, if you're on Instagram, that's where the G Tribe is like every single day. So yeah, that's where we talk to each other every single day. So I need your address, email, please. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate you. Hey, Starduster 2, driving but listening in. I can tell y'all, Starduster 2, my friend is in zone 8B with me. So, welcome, baby. I'm so glad to have you. Hey, Cherie, how you doing? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Says hello, everybody. Lisa playing hooky from work, sneaking in to watch. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it, Lisa. Turf therapy. Hey there, how you doing? Says driving but here. I appreciate you listening in. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let me tell y'all something. I'm sitting here in front of my double doors, and so I'm looking out the doors here, and that's where, for those who have watched my videos in the past, that's where my grow wall is. And so right in front of my grow wall, I thought that it would be okay to sit my seed starts out there in front of the grow wall, right? But it has been so hot here. It has been like steamy hot. It doesn't even get like full sun all day right there. However, however, my seeds have just stalled. My seedlings have stalled because the temperature is so hot. It's still really, really hot. We had like one day where one of my friends on YouTube, no, I keep saying YouTube. Everything is YouTube. I love YouTube. Um, one of my friends on Facebook was saying, like, hey, Tallahassee, is that a little fall that we're feeling? And I was like, girl, just for now, like, don't even play yourself. Like, for right now, don't even play yourself like that. And sure enough, by the end of the evening, we were miserable yet again. So yeah. Thank you, Tracy. Fun Reader Club says your rap is on fleek. You telling your age. She telling her age, ain't she, millennials? Talk about on fleek. Looking beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. But anybody else having that, like, the heat is just like stalling your stuff? Any other 8B people having that to happen? And I thought that what I wanted to do was do the grow lights, but it was raining a lot over here, and so trying to get in and out of the boom boom room, which is where I do my starts. That's where I have like all of the shelving and things to hold my starts. Hey, Garden State Gardener, how are you doing? Garden State Gardener says, hey, everyone. So glad to have you. Thank you so much. Ooh, Pitts. Our temps will finally be under 100 by the end of the week. Let me tell you the crazy part about it to me, right? So for me, it's like, okay, we've gotten the rain, which the stuff that is out there still, the stuff that we still have growing is loving it. It's loving the rain. I have all types of stuff that is just like growing and it's just doing its thing. However, the heat, Like, I think we were at like 91 the day when I was like, it's got to be way hotter than 91. Like, I guess the heat index was just so incredibly hot. It was just miserable. And it's just been like that. Your carrot stunted, G Mama. So when Pitt says our temps will finally be under 100, I'm just like, I don't know what to do. I'm hot just like thinking about that. Anything over 100, I don't even know what to do with myself. And said you had a few things to stall. And literally, this stuff is in the shade. This is in the shade. So that really taught me a lesson. Now, last time, I don't really believe in like hardening off. Um, it's just not something that I do. I choose to do. Let me tell you the way that I harden off things. So I harden off things by taking them and sitting them in a really shady area. So the last time, last fall, we had one of our vehicles parked in the back here. Hey, Taishi, how you doing? Welcome. So good to see you. Thank you for being here. So I take my Starks, after they get a little size, and I sat them over behind the truck where there was like really no sun coming in until the very late evening. So that's kind of how I harden off, because we have a lot of shade back here. Unfortunately, we're going to probably have to cut one of these trees down. But like, I don't have to go through all of that, taking stuff in, taking stuff out, taking stuff in, taking stuff out, as long as the temperatures are not feeling like it's 100 degrees. So I start my seeds indoors in my kitchen window. You know what? My kitchen window is only so big, and right now it has about 5 plants on it. It has like 5 of those things. So that's about all I can do with it. Hey, Dan, how you doing? My seedlings are outdoors under my ginger and turmeric. You know what? I don't know. You know what? I see a banana tree that I could probably try sitting them under to see if that would kind of help them. But yeah, they have been, I think I'm gonna have to start some more, because typically from my experience, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I'm just going to tell you about my experience. So from my experience, when they get stunted that way, they grow so slow. They just grow extremely slowly after that. So I may go through and just start 72 more broccoli plants. Yeah, I don't know what else I do, just because in the past, that has been my experience. So, hey, C. Thomas, how you doing? Mississippi girl, hey, how are you? Yeah, they do, Dan. Okay, I thought it was just me. I like to try stuff myself so that I'll know for sure. But yeah. Oh, Auntie Ellen, you're listening but can't chat. Okay, I'm glad you're listening. I'm glad you're listening. Hey, So Tariq, how you doing? It's so good to have you. I'm glad to see you. I was out in the country when I was trying to watch your live the other day, and I couldn't do it. So I'm gonna go back and catch up on that. Mississippi girl life. Hey, girl. Hey. Who else did I miss coming in? All right. So Black said one of my passion fruit vines will not flower because of the heat, and the other 5 seem very happy. Wish I know somewhere iffy about the sun before I grew it all over the trellis. Yeah, you know what? And our best lessons are from experience, I believe. So, that's just something that you'll really have to just push it with. Just keep pushing it with. Hey, BB, how you doing? I always say, hey, BB. How you doing today? So good to have you. The sweet spot. Hey, sweet pea, how you doing today? So good to see you in the chat today. Thank you for being here. New beginnings, my everyday life in rural Cyprus. That is interesting. That is really interesting. Hello, guys. They are new here, so please welcome them in. Hey, all. Just saw you live as I was switching off, so can't stay long. That's fine. But hello and welcome. So glad to see you. Thank you for being here. Yes. So, hey, hon, I'm okay. Okay, I'm glad you're okay. I'm so glad you're okay. My carrots. My carrots are stunted. Some are missing. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I wish I could tell you. I wish I could tell you. But yeah, I know in Texas, I know y'all got the heat like we have it. So um yeah. Hey Soil family, glad to see everyone here and well. Okay, Lisa, I put a folding table by the window in the kitchen for the seedlings. Not oh, gotcha. Not the window sill. I gotcha. Okay. 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 That makes sense. That makes sense. Yep. And you know what, Edward? And that's the way I kind of prefer it because it's like somebody can tell me something, but if I have not done it for myself, eh, I still kind of question. I don't have to do everything the hard way, but like a lot of stuff, I just almost prefer to take the chance of doing things so that I can know for certain. It's kind of like I had a really I had a tough time with algebra, okay, when I was in college. And I had this one professor that was like, I don't know. I just said he sucked and I just could not learn anything from him. And then I had another one who could teach me things backwards and forwards to come up to the same conclusion. And that was what I preferred. And I was like acing, everything that he was doing because he could teach me this way to do it, that way to do it. And it just worked for me to have multiple ways of doing things. And so yeah, that's why I just prefer it. New Beginnings is Dawn and she is wonderful. Well, I'm so glad New Beginnings is wonderful. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Dawn, and welcome. Thank you for that, Anne. Hey, Indiana Backyard Gardener. How you doing? Popped in to say hey. I'm so glad you did. Thank you so much. Appreciate you being here. I have to admit to you guys that I was a little frustrated when I made this, when I set this live up the other day. I was a little bit frustrated. And this is why I love talking to y'all because it's almost like I don't have to try to beat my head against a wall to convince people who are in the gardening community that, they need to kick it up a level. They need to try to do more and try to do more. I get to talk to a number of people who, are not growing and people who are interested, but just the unknown is stopping them, even though, I talk to them about the stuff going on in the world and, they see it and they know they need to do it. But it's like, how can you put, and the title came from, how can you put all of that energy that you put into entertainment and doing other things that are not going to really help your family or benefit your family? Like they're entertaining online for free, not trying to do anything that's going to help their family to grow, not doing anything that's going to help their family to be able to eat if stuff goes bad or when stuff goes bad. But as soon as something comes up or someone says something to them in regards to protection for their family and providing for their family, they just get like, they don't know, like they don't understand, like gardening is too hard, the bugs, you know. And so I was talking to a couple people. It literally, there were about 3 people that I had talked to that day who actually know and they see, and they actually come to me with like some information that I may have missed. And just to hear people say, well, I'll just kill it. I'll just kill it. Like, if I try to plant something, it just dies. Because guess what? You just told your seed that it was going to die. Love Notes said something to me one day, and it was kind of a little chastisement, you know, and which I'm cool with, and I take it when I need it, you know. But she said to me, "Don't you speak like that around your plants," because I had said, I can't even remember, but it was something in regards to the corn, and I said something that just was not energizing, you know, in that moment. And so she was like, don't you speak around your plants like that? And I thought about that thing and I was like, you know what? She is absolutely right. Because I like my husband and I both, you know, we have this thing, speak life. I know y'all probably saw the Eco Neighbor video where he was talking about speak life, speak life. So that's like one of our things. And that's something that we do on a regular basis. So we try to speak life into everything that we do. And for anyone who is even halfway a little bit conscious of yourself, your inner being, this spiritual environment that we live in, you know that if you talk negatively, that's what you're going to attract. If you think negatively, that's what you're going to attract to yourself. And it's the same way in our garden. So when I started this, I was like, I was irritated because it was like I had talked to like 3 people in a row who were just like, I'm just going to kill it. Like, it's just going to die. And I was like, you're right. You're right. It's going to die if that's what you are speaking around it. If that's what you're speaking in your garden, then guess what you're going to get? You're going to get those results. You're going to get exactly what you speak in your garden. And so, you know, my kids have seen me over the years be like, you're talking to them plants again, aren't you? And I'm like, yep, yep, talking to my garden. I absolutely am, because I know the power behind our words. You know, we learned this in church at an early age, like power. Death lies in the tongue. The power of life and the power of death lies in the tongue. It lies in what you say, you know. And so if you're putting out in your garden or in your grow room or in your kitchen or wherever you're gardening, you put out that type of thing, then guess what's going to happen? Exactly what you think, that energy that you put out, that's exactly what is going to happen. And I didn't make up the rules. That's just the way it is. It's just like that. I'm trying to see y'all. I can't find this video. There we go. Sheesh. But so I'm at Homesteader. Hey, hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, sis. So glad to have you. Thank you for being here. You felt me get aggravated? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, because I was. So um I've never been able to grow beets. Hey, well, first of all, hello, Gulf Coast Granny. How you doing? Never been able to grow beets. I've tried for 5 years, but I was outside sweet talking the seeds I planted today. And guess what? And keep on sweet talking them. Keep on sweet talking them. But on top of that, make sure that you do your research on what your soil may be missing in terms of those beets. So I'm glad. Look at that. You said you've tried for 5 years, and my problem is that people won't even try for one. You know, they won't even try for one season. Or if things go wrong, it's like they're just done. They just done. They don't want any more of it, and they're just done. But we're in a situation. I keep hearing people who grew up in the 70s say, I remember this, or grew up in, like, the 60s or whatever. I remember this happening. Hey, Farmer Q, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, my friend. So good to see you. Let's see who else I missed. Who else I missed? Hey, Broke Farmer, how you doing? So glad to have you. Hey, Unicorn Lady, how you doing? So good to have you. Thank you for being here. But I keep seeing people saying, um, I remember seeing a time like this, like where we're headed right now in the world. They keep saying, I remember seeing a time like this in the 70s. And now it seems to be coming back around. And I heard one person even say the government told them back then that they were going to have to grow their own food. They needed to start growing their own food because of whatever was happening back during that time. Hey, Juicing with Jay, how you doing? Peace, 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 sis. Peace, Homestead in the Hood. How you doing today? So glad to have you. Grace Ortiz, hello. Hi and welcome. So glad to have you. Everybody say hey to Grace. I don't, have we seen you before? We may have, but hello and welcome. So glad to see you. Okay, so when I tell uh, my paper is looking good, I'm not crazy. You ain't crazy unless you think you are. You're not crazy at all. Your pepper, your pepper. I got you. I got you. No, 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 no. You're not crazy at all. If you are, then I am too, because I talk to my garden. I really do. Positivity in the garden. This is why I can't get rid of any of the stunted vegetables. I'll live out their full grown life, even the runts. Look, we have to be out there really with some positivity in that garden. We really got to be out there. There we go. I can see everybody now. Whew, all righty. But I wanted to mention a couple of things to you all. And that first, going back to what I just said, you know, stop making excuses about growing. I don't have that problem so much, like I said, with this community. Okay, Indiana, take care, love. It's so good to have you today. Get back to work because Gigi can't pay you. Get back to work. So, making sure that, like, let the excuses go out the window, because for me, like, I might get tired of growing a certain something. Like, for example, I've talked about this before. When we lived in our second home, it was built on a pecan orchard. Okay, it was built there, and when I tell you, never had to use any fertilizer, anything. Whatever I put in the ground, whatever seed I planted, it produced. No holes barred. And when I tell you, Like, it was always on 100, whatever I put in the ground. And so I put in an apple tree. Yeah, it was an apple tree. And I had convinced myself that this apple tree was not going to grow. And guess what it did? Not while we were there, it didn't grow. It just stayed just blah. And then on the flip side of the spectrum, I knew, because see, the zone that we were living in, I had always heard, well, you can't grow apples here. You can't grow apples here. Apples just have to grow out in Washington where, it gets really cold and they need a certain number of days of cold or what have you. And so I had convinced myself that I could not grow apple trees in that space while everything else was going crazy. Thank you for hitting the like button. I appreciate it. While everything else was growing beyond its potential, that apple tree was just like, nah. She is not showing me any love. She's not speaking life into me. Hey, Foster Family Fun, how are you doing? And so that apple tree did absolutely nothing. And guess what I chalked it up to? This is the fun part about it. I chalked it up to, well, it was just too hot in my zone to grow apples. And then I came on YouTube and I saw a guy in Texas growing apples. And I was like, wait a minute. I've been duped. Somebody has lied to me. And so when I discovered that I had been duped, somebody had lied to me, I started kind of backtracking, like, okay, like, what could have happened? What could have been wrong? And I was like, I was telling that apple tree from the jump that it was not going to do what it could do. I really did that. I really did that. And so, and that's why I thought it important to say today on today's live that make sure that you are absolutely believing that your garden is going to be successful. And guess what? Even if it does not grow to what you thought the potential was, then do your little research. Check your soil, check what you're growing in. Understand that sometimes things just happen in the atmosphere that we have absolutely zero control over. It's just like with the heirloom tomatoes this year. Love Notes was telling me that that even the gardeners who have been gardening for 30 plus years said that this past grow season for those things, they don't know what happened. So sometimes there's something that happens around you, and that's why you always have to make sure that you're speaking life. That you're speaking life. Thank you, Anne. This is my little Gigi Naturals Homestead cup. I am drinking some of Eco's tea that he made, his Sun Tea Challenge. And it is actually really good. It's really good. Yes, your area just a little way down. Our mountain can't grow what we do, and don't follow planting guides on seed packets from another country. You know what? You're absolutely right. There's somebody who I was talking to, I think it was Pitts. It might have been Pitts Stop Kitchen and Garden. Thank you, Anne. Thank you for posting that. Hey, hello. Hey, Sunday Backyard Farmer. How you doing? I'm glad you're listening at work. Don't hurt yourself. Be careful out there. I did good with my heirloom tomatoes. You know what? Some of mine did good, but like the ones that I was really like focused on, they just would not. They would not. I guess I was focused too hard because that was my first time growing them. Always speak life into your environment. It will motivate you to rectify issues and adapt where necessary. Absolutely, AJ. Absolutely. And so that's why I was saying that, you know, my kids, I don't try to hide the fact that I talk to things. I speak life into things. And, you know, it's been proven that it's beneficial to speak those positive things. But back to those seeds. I think that was Pit Stop Kitchen and Garden. It was like, I don't know what this is because these seeds are in another language. And I don't know what these are. And so I was like, oh, dang. So we're really going to have to like get down in there and do some research and try to find out like what the grow instructions are for these things. And it's real. Like sometimes you can get even locally, I can get Baker Creek seeds from one of our nurseries. So they're like a supplier of Baker Creek seeds, and we can get, you know, some of them locally. So and so yeah, you have to really do your little research. That's kind of like a 101 thing that I think we often miss the 101. There she is. Hey guys, let me say this and then I'm gonna get back to you, Black Coffee. I'm gonna get back to you in just a second. Hey, I'm so glad. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you, Black Coffee. She is the newest G Tribe member, so I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Now I need you to send me an email, please. Send me an email, and we are on Instagram where we hang out every day. So yeah, thank you. I appreciate you being here. Yes, welcome, Black Coffee. Welcome to the G Tribe. Now, let's go to Garden State Gardener. Okay, anyone ever get those Chinese seeds in the mail that was supposed to be dangerous? Nobody ever reported them. I don't know, like in some of Garden State Gardener, in some of the groups that I am in, some of the gardening groups that I am in, people were actually sending them to their Department of Agriculture or like their whoever was over their area, the extension office. I think some people took them to or sent them to. So I have never heard, you know, I just saw a couple of funny memes going around, but I never heard anybody say that anything happened, like anything came of that, you know. So did y'all hear anything about him? I just saw something from the Little Shop of Horror. Y'all remember that Feed Me Simo? That's all I saw. I just saw a meme going around with that, but I never I never saw anything else. So yeah. Let's see. I did not get any. I'm glad. Speak life into your dreams, goals, and aspirations on your life journey. I promise your journey is so different when you do that. It is so different. I had to learn to stop growing things that aren't known to grow well here. I love trying different things, but I don't depend on experiments for my entire harvest. I got you on that. They must produce full time. And let me tell you, if you have seen any of my videos, you already know I will snatch it out in a heartbeat. I'll snatch it out in a heartbeat. If it does not produce, you gotta go. It's just simple as that. And I wanted so bad to grow a lot of cucumbers, but I did not get a lot of cucumbers this year. But that's not gonna stop me from growing them. Thank you. Who is that? Garden State Gardener. Thank you. I appreciate that, Garden State Gardener. But I did go into growing cucumbers, and I kind of, when my cucumbers first, when I first put them in, I did that on video. And then I noticed about 30 days in, I was like looking at them. I'm like, y'all are just not, y'all not growing. You're not growing like you're supposed to grow, right? And so I was just like, okay, let me kick up some fertilizer in that. And I did that. I kicked up the fertilizer and boom, they started to grow. They started to really, really grow. And then I started to notice that either they would grow only maybe about that big, like about 2 inches, and I did not plant any of that variety that only gets that large. I planted some, larger pickling varieties. And so once I got at lunch, hey, at lunch, but I see you. Q Kwame, is that you, girl? That's you? Hey. Welcome. I'm so glad. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you. But I went to, I got one of the, what was it called? It was the White Wonder. That's a delicious cucumber. Has anybody else tried it? That is a delicious variety. Like, I really, really liked it. But I only got about 2 or 3 from what I planted. And so I was like, okay, I guess I'm going to try putting a few more in. And so by the time I did put that few more in, it was like, they were everything was losing steam. And I don't know if that was related to more of the hot weather. I'm really not sure, but yes, the White Wonder, it was a delicious variety. It really was. So yes, speak life to the universe and she will respond accordingly. I promise. I promise. Every single time we'll respond accordingly. I tried it, but my cucumbers didn't do well this year. Yeah, and I understand, in your environment, but I'm not sure. I was almost thinking that the heat was like slowing them or something. But hey, I'm gonna try again, and I still went back and bought more cucumber seeds, and I'm gonna try again next year. It's still hot here, and so they just are not growing though. So I'm just thinking maybe it is too hot. So that's why it was said the wheat grew and the tares grew with it. They asked, should they tear them out? No, because you will destroy the wheat growing with it. Wait, and that's one thing that even in my just my everyday life outside of gardening, just me as a person, I had to be a gardener because it taught me how to be so much more patient. It did give me so much more of that. And I do understand that. But some stuff, love notes, it's gotta go. It's gotta go. It got too hot for cucumbers. I believe it, love notes. I believe it. Guess I'll be looking for some White Wonder. I wish I had more, because I literally only have maybe 3 more. So I'm not even gonna waste a stamp and sending you one of those because I'm gonna need those. I would have to try the White Wonder. My cucumbers were in abundance this year. I'm so glad, C. Thomas. So glad to know that. Have the gherkins growing in cups inside. Nice. I feel the love from the G Tribe. I'm so glad. Yay. Listen, we from everywhere. Like, we are from all over this place. And so we are just a loving, really kind and giving bunch of people. Like, if you come into the Instagram group where we are, you'll see. See, you'll get a little more of the laid back, relax and chill us, um, everybody kind of showing what they're growing, what they're doing, how they're doing it, even sharing information about other things. Like one of my loves is herbs. And it's, I mean, I've been working with and taking herbs for a very long time. And so that's some of the stuff that I share in there as well. But, inbox me on Instagram and let me know your name. And yeah, I'll get you in there so you can see some of what's going on. Birdies Blooms, hey, hello, hi. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. You know what, Pitts? I'm looking forward. I am typically the girl that says, I don't care if it gets 125 degrees. I don't like the cold. I have done a 180. I have done a complete 180. And I am so looking forward to the fall season. Like my fall and winter growing season was just fantastic. My spring and summer, it was great. It was really good. Like we can grow all year round here. And that's one thing I love about being in Florida is that we can grow all year here. And I do that. It's a little bit more, no, it's a lot more challenging in this time of the year because you have so many bugs. Like I was cheering for some people because they were saying that their bugs were diminishing. Ours ain't. Ours are not. So, so yeah, over 90, the plant was seized. Yeah, and it did. And so the same thing kind of happened with my P. Robertson. I was so proud. I got a few P. Robertson, and the plant was really doing its best to produce, but they would get about this big and then they would just stop. And I would notice that they were just rotting on the vine, or even if they were not just totally rotting on the vine, they just stopped. They just wouldn't do anything. So I worked with them as much as I could. And then, I moved on from them, but I'm definitely planting them again. I did not get, I put them in some of the things that I was canning, some of the tomatoes that I were canning. I took kind of everything that I had and I mixed those tomatoes together. And y'all, listen, the tomato sauce, the canned tomatoes are off the hinges. So good. My family is like, wait a minute, what is this? Sow the seeds of friendship and your garden will be forever green. Absolutely. And new beginnings. Dawn, that's one of the things that we do. Matter of fact, I forgot to bring my seeds over. I have my seeds kind of almost packed away because it was getting kind of out of control. So I put them in a confined space. But Brampton Gardner, Rochelle, up in Ontario, I want to say. She sent me some seeds the other day, and I wish I had it here because I wanted to pull out everything that she sent me. And so even coming, you form relationships with people from some of everywhere. And so we send out seeds like literally every week. Sending out seeds is like a job. It's like a job for me, sending out seeds. So I was unable to grow cucumbers, but they were, I was able to grow cucumbers, but they were so bitter. I'm told too hot. Okay. The Market More 76. Okay. So, that could have been because, like I said, it was literally 91 degrees, and it felt so incredibly hot. Oh, it felt so hot. It was miserable. Thank you. And yes, ggnhomestead@yahoo.com. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Love, Andale. I appreciate that. Hey, Willie Dora. How you doing? So good to have you here today. Thank you for being here. Annette says, I found a hornworm this morning. Yeah. Yeah, those hornworms are something else. Yeah, I go ahead and just stomp those out. Yeah, the spider mites tore my watermelon patch up. I only got 1 out of 5. Whew, I'm sorry, G Mama. I'm so sorry. I hate that because watermelons, I found maybe 2 good watermelons this year. And y'all know we got to grow more and more and more watermelons because the seeded watermelons are so hard to find. How many people, literally, show of hands, how many people found seeded watermelons in your city this year? How many people? For real. I had to go, and I bought one yesterday. I really hate buying seedless watermelons anyway. But when I do, typically when I do, if I cannot find seeded watermelons at all, and I break down and I find watermelons that are seedless, it frustrates me so bad when that watermelon is really bad. It frustrates me to no end. So we have to make sure only at the farmer's market, Farmer Q. I mean, literally, our Piggly Wiggly here buys a lot of local stuff. But what I have found at the farmer's market here is that you got those same tags on them that you see in the grocery store. So you can take it back to, those grocery stores and they can properly scan it. And it turns out that they're just not very good. They're just not very good. And I have one literally sitting on my counter in a bag to go outside now that I broke down and bought the seedless watermelon because I literally can no longer find seeded watermelons. And the last few seeded watermelons, they were rotting. They were not any good. So you found some, C. Thomas? Shoot. I wish. Hey, Rain and Love, how you doing? Says, hello, chat. Hey, Gigi, I'm listening while working. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Appreciate you being here. Hey, BB says, does anyone know why orange habaneros start turning black or getting black lines? You know what? I don't leave mine on long enough to do that unless that's some sort of variety. Unless there's some sort of, but I don't think you're saying that it's like a variety. I don't think you're saying that. But I noticed that if I leave my orange habaneros on too long, they start to crack. And they will get lines on them, but my lines have always been just like white lines and not black lines. So I'm not sure about that. If anybody else knows, help our sis out. Haven't heard of Piggly Wiggly since I left the South, and you won't. It's just here with us. It's here for our entertainment and our amusement. But let me stop. So the Piggly Wiggly here, they are kind of the only ones that you're going to find that has the seeded watermelons because they still deal with a lot of the farmers that are left, the ones that are left. they're still, they're still dealing with them. Whereas everybody else is just like, bring it in from everywhere else other than the United States. So, heat stress on peppers. There you go. Heat stress on peppers create lines. Peppers turning black. There you go. So it could be your heat as well. Take care of yourself. Nice chatting with you today. I have to I'll check some of you out shortly. Okay. God bless. God bless. Take care, my friend. Take care. Tracy. I have seeded watermelons. I have a huge Amish community here. You are so fortunate. And they have so many unusual heirloom vegetables. I love it. I wish we had an Amish community, but we don't around here. I really wish we did. Sounds like the peppers needed phosphorus and potassium. Okay. They rot on the vine. Fertilizer is needed. Okay. I grew a pepper called habanada. Best tasting pepper this year. If you take out the seeds, there is no heat. The flavor is amazing. Okay. I have to find some of those, and I do definitely next year, because I have so many habaneros. I'm gonna pull the habaneros. I have so many habaneros, and I have been popping them on my dehydrator and drying them, as well as cayenne peppers. I'm so glad. I'm definitely going to have a second or third cayenne. But what I started doing with my cayenne, whereas initially, excuse me, initially I was going to have, one cayenne. It just won't do right, will it? Will it, Andy? It's supposed to be showing all the great emojis. But habaneros, I have so many habaneros, and I've been drying them, and I've been drying the cayenne. Now, I did want to initially make cayenne powder. However, you can send me some Gulf Coast Granny. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. If you could just email me, then I will reply back to that email with my address. Okay, Gulf Coast Granny. Thank you so much. That's a good pepper habanada. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Okay, been flooding. Okay, gotcha. A lot has been going on. A lot has been going on, BB. A lot. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Gulf Coast Granny. Production is great on the habanadas too. Okay. Yeah, I want to do a couple of more cayennes, but I have been leaving my cayennes whole and then just storing them in the mason jars. Now, it makes for a beautiful looking, pepper inside the mason jar. So I have them sitting up on my counter in the kitchen. And yeah, so I love it. I love it. And I was also like, oh, 10 p.m. there. Okay, 10 p.m. here. Gotta go as up at 5 a.m. to get heavy work done on the land and beat the sun. All the best to you. All the best to you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. Take care of yourself. And so, go for Granny. That's awesome. I know you would love that. I would. Yes, yes. I would love that. Thank you so much. And I will definitely be getting them started this coming winter, heading into the spring. So yeah, we have limited locations that have watermelons. So I definitely want to see a lot more people growing watermelons come next spring. And I'm definitely going to try growing more. I think I overloaded my watermelon patch because I really just got a bunch of nothing. I got a bunch of nothing. I may have like had 2 melons to come out of there, but you know, I don't know. Heading back out. All right, take care, Cherie. Have a great day. Enjoy. We have been sick for 2 weeks. Just getting back to normal. No, Brad. How you doing? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I hope you guys are recovering well. Take care of yourselves. Have an ant colony in with my bell peppers. I'm getting stunted peppers. It's going to the compost pile, and I will start over. Okay, gotcha. Hey, as long as you're starting over, and that was another point. If it dies, do it again. Do it again. Valentine Mitchell, hello. Hi. I don't think I've ever seen you here before, guys. Welcome, Valentine Mitchell in, and also welcome in the Knox. Hello. How you doing? So great to have you. It was a rough few weeks, but on the mend. Okay. I'm so glad. I'm so glad, Brad. And thank you for being here today. I appreciate you. So, go ahead and do and grow it again. Grow it again, grow it again. Like there are only a few things that I said that I was not going to grow again because I didn't feel like, I don't know, it was worth my time because it didn't produce. I did discover another thing. If anyone has grown the red okra, Now, I heard Cheryl from Back to Our Roots say that she was not happy with the amount of okra that she received. And I concur. I am not happy with the amount of okra that I have received off of it. And so the okra is delicious. And I have fried it and I have tried it raw, which I always do, the whole nine. But it's just not producing enough. So I'm going to put it in, I'm not going to take up a lot of bed space with it. I'm going to put it in some place where I can still grow them because I really, really like it. So I'm going to put it in some place where I can still grow them, but that it's not going to take up a lot of my space for, those really prolific growers. So you're growing the burgundy okra, Rainy Love. So how is it doing for you? Tell us that. How is the burgundy okra doing for you? It doesn't put out that much yours either. Could it be that our zones are just really hot like that? And I don't know. On that home center, don't worry. We're gonna do a giveaway for the G Tribe, and that's going to be one of the things that I include in the monthly giveaway. Good to know you're feeling better, Hidden Harvest. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I did try the DT last night, so here's hoping. Okay. The pink doesn't either. Sheesh. Okay. I hate that. Because I be wanting to try everything. Yeah, the green, I know. I know the green is just going to do its thing. So I'm probably just going to grow the green next year. Thrown off a few weeks. Yeah, I bet. I hope everything is fine at the cabin, Brad. Growing burgundy okra puts out one at a time. Pretty much. Have to have 30 plants to get enough for dinner. Just enough for dinner. I grew red okra last year. It was just okay. Okay. All right. So I was hoping that it was just me. I was hoping that just something was happening in my yard to where it just, was not doing well this year or something. So, yeah. All of my okra came in late and slow. I'm also growing the Hill Country and Silver Queen variety. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I definitely do want to try other varieties because even if, I don't cook like a lot of okras and tomatoes, I will every now and again like batter it up and make some fried okra, and I love it that way. That's the way I really prefer it. But I did, because I'm used to seeing okra produce so much that you know I wanted to freeze some and maybe even can some, but mostly I wanted to freeze some. Hey, Patricia Roberts, how you doing? So good to see you. Both my green and burgundy were slow producers. Okay, I think it was the heat and not a lot of rain in my area. Okay, okay. Could have been, could have been. I've never tried okra. I got two Star of David germinated. Nice, 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 nice. Hey, hey, slow living Jane. How are you doing? So good to see you. Thank you. Heard from some people in like Africa that they didn't grow it there, that they knew of. It's the heat. Okay, man. Too, I like hot pepper. I love hot peppers. Garden State Gardener. Um, all of the peppers that I grew this year were, except for the purple bell peppers, all of the bell peppers that I grew. So everything else was hot. I love hot peppers. My family loves, well, most of them love hot peppers. And so it's something that I definitely want to grow. I have a Carolina Reaper out there that has not produced yet. It was actually survived the winter because we covered it a lot. I didn't want to dig it back up after I had planted it, and it came back, and it's a nice size right now, but it's not really giving me any peppers right now. But I'm just letting it stay. I'm going to let it stay. It may be just a late bloomer. And so, yeah, I talked to it and I let it stay out there. But yeah, I definitely want to grow a lot more sweet peppers. So I ordered some of the Freysa, Freysa, I want to say it is. I ordered some of those. Those are supposed to be sweet. And Turf Therapy actually sent us some sweet shishitos. I have shishitos that I thought were sweet, but they're not. They're hot. And so he sent us some sweet shishitos, and so I'm looking forward to that. And then there was a little round one, a little pretty red round one that's supposed to also, oh, Leysa, that's what it is, Leysa, Leysa. I ordered some of those. And there's a couple more that I ordered. I think I ordered like 3 sweet varieties. And so I'm going to try those. And I definitely want to get a lot more sweet peppers because we love the flavor of peppers. But, sometimes it can have a little indigestion going on with the peppers. But I absolutely love hot. I just dump cayenne pepper over my food. Okay, okra loves heat and are supposed to be drought tolerant. And that's what I thought. The green heavy hitter variety is doing well here in the desert. Okay, so yeah, all right, heavy hitter. I like it. I like it. Oh, the Leysa is a great sweet pepper. I can't wait to try it. I really can't wait to try it. I found the seeds on Etsy. I found the seeds on Etsy. So I have a couple more I'm going to share with y'all the next time we do a live. Hello. Hi, D Miles. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't know if you've been here before, but welcome into our loving, kind family. I prefer sweet peppers. Yeah. Hey, Stacy. How are you doing? Thank you so much. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. I want to try the Leysa. Yeah. I definitely am trying that come spring. I didn't even want to do anything right now because I'm just waiting it out for some of the um, leaf-footed beetles to kind of find somewhere else to go. But it's still too much stuff out there for them. So yeah, they still hanging around. But I've been capturing them. I captured them in a mason jar and I let them suffer. I'm going to try the Everglades love notes. Um, I do have the Everglades, and I tried them, and they are small, but they're not. They're not along with everything else right now. They're just not doing great because I don't know this heat. This heat. One day should talk about how to tame mint bushes. They grow all over the place. Good grief. I want mine to do that. I want mine to do that so bad. And they're not doing it. That's what I'm going for. That's what I'm going for. I'm going for the ones that are just going crazy all over the place. I love mint. I love fresh mint. And I love to dry it and I cook with it all the time. So yeah. Dan grows them. Yep, that's where I bought mine from. I bought mine from Dan. My if you're talking about the tomatoes, the Everglades tomatoes. Yep. Yep, mine pits, mine aren't mine aren't doing a lot. Hey Maria, how you doing? Yeah, yeah, that's Maria. Yeah, I don't know why like that I looks like a L to me for some reason. When I put it up, it looks like an L, and I know it's my eyes, but I remember from the last time it was Maria. So hi and welcome. Yes, that mint comes back every year. I thought I had some mint in a container. Forgot I put it over there. And I was like, oh, an empty container with some dirt in it. I'm going to go and use that container. And by the time I walked over to the container, here we go. There's mint growing in it. And I'm like, you little sneaky rascal. But yeah, I love mint. I know it'll take off and just take over everything, but I love it. Yeah, it comes back every single year. Yes, it does. Hey, Dana Kennedy. Hello and welcome. So glad to have you. Appreciate you being here. um, okay. You love fresh mint too? I love it. I love it. I love it. Wait, what happened? Huh, okay. Your Everglades are awesome. They're still producing. Thanks to Gigi and Dan. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm glad yours are doing well. Um, JG, you came in. Where are you at? Oh, there you go. I was talking to you. I was talking to you. Hey. Hey. I'm so glad they're doing great for you, Lisa. I grew that Everglade tomato a couple of years ago, very prolific, but skins were tough. Okay. I actually have some out there now. I'm going to go in and pick them off and taste them and see how they are. But they're small. They're not growing like my other ones did, but they're still producing the fruit. So yeah, I'm gonna go and pull some off. But oh, I was gonna call her name. No, I'm not gonna call her name. Thank you so much. Um, I received some money to help out some people from last week's live. And yeah, mission accomplished. You are right on time. So thank you. Thank you for doing that. You are right on time. Hi, you're welcome. You're welcome. Go Coast Granny said, I grew the Everglade. Oh, yeah. I saw that. I saw that. But it is 3:16. So I am going to let you guys go. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. I appreciate that so much, guys. And I appreciate you guys being here. And thank you for sharing the website. Thank you so much. And so I'm going to see you guys again on next week. It's going to be either 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, but it will be one of those. And if nobody else has any questions, we're going to get ready to head on out. Y'all, there's a lot going on, a whole lot of stuff happening. We have been super, extremely busy taking care of people, making tinctures to care for people. It has been, let me tell you one thing. When you say something, the universe is listening, and you just got to be ready to be down with whatever you speak, because it's listening to you, it hears you. So thank you all for being here. Take care of your families, take care of yourselves, make sure that you're protecting yourselves in every way. Make sure you're encouraging other people to grow food, store water. It's going to be so necessary. I was in Sam's Club yesterday, and they're still nicely stocked up on things. So utilize them. I saw Lead Farmer put out a video this morning on canning supplies. My daughter was in Target and said that they have canning supplies. So go ahead and get out and look. If you do canner, if you do canner, if you do have a canner and you know how to can, go ahead and make sure that you're at least like getting just tomatoes canned. For us was like, it was a big deal because we love putting tomatoes in things. So make sure that you're, I gotta go. I know y'all gotta go. Garden State Gardener says stay. Yeah, we all gotta go. I don't want to hold y'all too long. I just wanted to share some things with you guys for this week. And as y'all may have noticed, I have not really put out videos because that's how much has been going on. I have not even had an opportunity to sit down and edit videos. So it's just been that type of month, to be honest. Totally that type of month. But let's see. Yes, I do. So I have a canning playlist. Hey, BB, I do have a canning playlist. So if you look on my page, you'll see my playlist, and you'll see the tomatoes and some chicken and some potatoes and a couple of other things. So yeah. Plant a Garden, peace and love to you. So good to have you. Hey, Weekend Garden Show, how you doing? And I will see you guys the next time when they encourage. Thank you. So good to see you. And remember, when you grow it, you know it. So grow things for yourself so that you'll know what you get. You'll know what you're talking about. And you'll know how to grow something that's going to be a lifesaver for your family. All right. Peace, family. Love you guys.